Welcome to our first section of notes on constructions. And you might be asking, well, how is a construction different than a drawing? Well, the first thing to remember is constructions are exact, whereas a drawing is more of an estimate. Okay, so in order to be exact, we have to use the proper tools. So whenever we make our constructions, we are going to use a compass. Even when it asks for the length, we are going to use a compass, not a ruler. So just make note, use a compass. Now, if you don't have a compass yet, make sure you go out and get one because you will need one for this class to do constructions. If you're not sure what a compass looks like, let's take a look at mine right here. Now, mine's a digital version, but if you go under accessories right here, there is my compass. So the first construction we're going to do is we're going to copy a segment. So how to copy a segment? Here's our original segment AB, and we need to create the length 3 times AB. So you notice this is our original segment because AB does not have the little apostrophe by it. We call that the prime. All right, our original, and we know our new image is the image with the prime. We'll get into that later. But the first thing to do is we need to take our compass. We need to put one end of it on an end point of the segment, and we need to open up that compass till it's the exact length of the compass, like that. Now, without moving it, now that we have the exact length AB, we need to take that measurement. We need to mark our new segment with that distance. So I'm going to move it over to our new segment, put it on the end point, and I make a tick mark. All right, or I make a mark with a compass, just like that. I'll move this out of the way. Right now, I just created the exact length of segment AB, but our directions say I need to do 3 times AB. So I've done that once. All I need to do is simply do it 2 more times. So there's 1. I put it on this end point, make another mark with my compass. There's 2. And then here is 3. I'll move this out of the way. And then you notice I have just created a segment that is 3 times AB. Now what you have to make sure to do here is make sure to clearly mark your end point, because right now with those compass marks, I'm not sure what segment you're trying to show me. So at the end here, I need to make my end point, and that segment is 3 times the length of segment AB. Okay, now we're going to go on to bisect a segment. All right, bisect means, or the midpoint. Bisect means, again, really important to understand that definition. Bisect means cut in half. Okay, well, how are we going to bisect the segment? Again, we're going to use our compass. So I'm going to take that compass and I'm going to put it on an endpoint, just like we did before. Now, to bisect a segment, we simply just have to open our compass more than halfway. Okay, it doesn't have to be exact, it just has to be more than halfway. Once you have it open more than halfway, we need to make that mark. And we need to make it nice and big. All right, just like that. Now that we've done that, we need to take our compass and take the pointer and move it to the other end point, just like this. Okay, I'm going to rotate this thing, and now I'm going to make another mark with my compass. Oops, there we go. We are looking for the intersection of the 2 arcs as shown there. Now that I have the intersection of those 2 arcs, I'm going to get rid of my compass, say bye to that. And then the last step we need to do is we need to connect. And this is where you're going to use a straight edge, all right, a protractor or a ruler, and you are going to connect the 2 intersection. This point right here and this point right here. We're going to connect those 2 points with a straight line. So I'm going to do my best job right here to connect those. We'll straighten out. That's pretty good. Now, where that segment that we just created, where it intersects our original, that becomes our midpoint, so that right there is the midpoint. And we've just bisected a segment.